Hello Year 1, I hope you're all okay and had a lovely weekend. Welcome to your maths lesson for today. Now last week we recapped lots of learning that we did before Christmas, but today we are going to be learning something new. We are going to be learning all about fact families for subtraction. Now I know we've learned about fact families for addition, but we're going to be learning about them for subtraction today. So I'm going to share my screen with you. Okay, so let's start with our quick questions to warm up ready for our maths lesson. So I want you to pause the video after each question and have a go at working them out at home, and then we'll go through the answers at the end. So question number 1 is, what is 1 less than 9? Pause the video and have a go. Okay, question number 2, look at the dice. So it says, what is this number? Take away this number. So work out what the numbers are and then see if you can write the subtraction sentence. Pause the video and have a go at home. Okay, question number 3. If 3 adds 7 equals 10, then what does 7 add 3 equals? Pause the video. Okay, question number 4. What number is missing? So you've got a part whole model, and in your parts you've got the number 5, and then I think the number 5 has been and taken the other part away. So you've got to work out what part you would need to add to the number 5 to make the number 8. What do you add to 5 to make the number 8? Pause the video and have a go. Okay, if you finished all those questions, I'll share the answers for you now. So question number 1, what is 1 less than 9? 1 less than 9 is 8. Question number 2, what is 6 take away 5? 6 take away 5 equals 1. Question number 3, if 3 adds 7 equals 10, then 7 adds 3 also equals 10. Because remember, we can swap the numbers around either side of our addition symbol, so we can swap our parts around when we're adding and they still make the same amount. They still equal the same amount. What number is missing? What do you add to 5 to make the number 8? You add the number 3. So 5 adds 3 equals 8. Well done, Year 1. Okay, so let's learn about subtraction fact families. So, do you remember what a fact family is? A fact family is all the different facts we can write for our numbers that are parts and our whole. So on the left of the screen, you can see there, we've got the number 4, the number 3, and the number 7. So 4 and 3 are in our parts and the number 7 is our whole. And we've got lots of addition sentences, but they're all blank. I wonder if you can pause your video and just have a go at home of thinking about what addition sentences you can make for my part whole model. Pause the video and have a go. Okay, so I'm going to show you now. So we've got 4 facts, and there we are. So we've got 4 add 3 equals 7, 3 add 4 equals 7. So I'm adding my parts together and they're equaling the whole, which is the number 7. And remember, you can swap those parts around and they still make the same answer. Now, in my next 2 addition sentences, I've moved my equal sign to the beginning of my sentence. And remember, we talked that we can do that. We can put our equal sign at the beginning. So we start with my whole, which is the answer. So 7 equals 4 adds 3, and 7 equals 3 adds 4. So I've just moved my equal sign and my answer to the beginning of my sentence there. So that's my fact family for my part whole model. Okay, so I want you to have a little think. I've got a part whole model now, and I've got the number 4 in my whole. And I've written below 4 take away 1 equals. I wonder what's going to go in my answer. 4 take away 1 Well done if you said it equals the number 3, because I'm starting with my whole, I'm taking away 1, and it equals 3. Okay, and we can also have 4 take away 3. What have I got left? If I start with 4, I take away one of my parts, which is 3. How many do I have left? I have the number 1. Okay, I'm going to show you that using some counters. So I've got one red counter here, sorry, one blue counter and 1, 2, 3 red counters. So I'm starting with 4 and I'm going to take away one red counter to start, sorry, one blue counter to start off with. So take away 1 equals, so I'm going to cross it out. I'm going to use my crossing out method. So 4 take away 1, how many are left? 3. 4 take away 1 equals 3. Or you could have 4 take away 1, 2, 3. So 4 take away 3 equals, how many is left? Well done, there is 1 left. So I can use my counters to help me with my subtraction sentences. Okay, having a look at my 2 subtraction sentences I have made, what is the same and what is different? Pause the video and have a little think. What is the same and what is different? Okay, if you've had a little think, let's have a chat about what's the same and what is different. So, what's the same? I always start with my whole on a subtraction sentence. So my whole always goes at the beginning. Now, in an addition sentence, here, my whole always goes after my equals sign. So in my addition, we're adding the 2 numbers together to make a whole. But when I use my subtraction sentences, I'm using the whole first and I'm taking away. So I always start with the biggest number, which is the whole. 4 take away 1 equals 3. 4 take away 3 equals 1. Okay, so what's different? Well, I've swapped my parts around and the answers are different. Whereas in an addition sentence, the answer is always the same, no matter if you swap your parts around. But if you swap the parts around in a subtraction sentence, so if you use 1 here and 3 here, your answer is different. So 4 take away 1 equals 3, and now I'm going to take away 3 instead of 1. So 4 take away 3, and my answer is the number 1. Okay, so I've got a tens frame here, and I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 counters, 6 red counters in my tens frame. So I've got 6 red counters, and I've got 4 yellow counters, and altogether I have got 10, because I know that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 add 4 equals the number 10. I'm going to swap that around now. How can I change my addition sentence to make a new one using the same numbers? What do I swap around? My 10 needs to go at the end, so I need to swap my parts around. So I'm going to use 4 first, so 4 yellow counters, add 6 red counters, and it's still going to make the answer 10. I'm now going to do that for my subtraction sentences. So remember, I need to start with my whole, my biggest number, which is the number 10, because I've got 10 altogether. And I'm going to take away 4 to start off with. So 10 take away 4. How many have I got left? Should we count together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I know that 10 take away 4 equals 6. And I know that 10 take away 6 red counters. How many have I got left? Well done if you said the number 4. I've got 4 left. So 10 take away 4 equals 6 and 10 take away 6 equals 4. Okay, and that's shown on my part whole model. So I've got 6 and 4 as my parts and 10 as my whole. What do you notice about the number 10? What do you notice about the number 10? Can you see that in my addition sentences, my 10 comes after the equal sign because it is the answer. But in my subtraction sentences, my 10 comes at the beginning because I'm taking my parts away. Okay, so I've got some flowers at the top of my screen and I've got 1, 2 orange flowers, so 2 goes in one of my parts, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 purple flowers, so 5 goes in my other parts, and I know that 2 add 5 equals 7. 2 add 5 equals 7. Now I'm going to swap my parts around because I know I can do that for addition sentences, and I'm going to start with 5, add 2, and that also equals 7. Now I want you to have a think about the subtraction sentences. Can you think what my 2 subtraction sentences are going to be? Pause the video and have a little go at home. Remember, they both need to start with the whole before the takeaway sign. Pause the video and have a little go. Okay, well done if you started with the number 7, because remember in our subtraction sentences, we always start with the biggest number, the whole, before our takeaway sign. Okay, and I'm going to take away one of my parts. So I'm going to take away the number 5. So 7, take away 5, how many do I have left? If I took away all my purple flowers, I'd have 2 orange flowers left. And then I'm not going to take away 5 this time because I've already done that. Now I'm going to take away 2. So 7, take away the 2 orange flowers. How many flowers have I got left if I was to take away the 2 orange flowers? Well done if you said the number 5. 7 take away 2 equals the number 5. Okay, so if you know these questions, then you know these questions. Ooh, that looks a bit different, doesn't it? Can you notice what's changed? What has changed about my questions? The equal sign has come at the beginning of my addition and subtraction sentences. So instead of the answer and the equal sign going at the end, I've moved it to the beginning, and this is quite tricky. So if we look, we've got 7 equals 5 add 2. 7 equals 2 add 5. So I've just moved my answer and my equal sign to the beginning. Now I think the subtraction one's quite tricky, but I like to look at it if you just look at the subtraction. So if you just look at 7 take away 5 and 7 take away 2 and ignore the equals at the beginning, I've still used my whole at the beginning of my subtraction. And then I've just moved my equals to the front instead of it being at the end. So we've still got 2 equals 7 take away 5. I couldn't do 2 equals 5 take away 7 because that wouldn't make sense. But I know that 7 take away 5 equals 2. I've just moved it to the beginning. So if you know those ones that we started off with, then you'll also know the other ones where we moved the equals to the start. Okay, so I'm going to show you now, year 1, what work you've got to do today. So you have got a sheet to complete. So your question number 1, we've got look at the picture. So you've got 3 sheep and I wonder how many cows you have got. Complete the part whole model and facts family. So you've got 2 addition facts and then you've got 2 subtraction facts to complete. Can you write each number sentence a different way? So could you move the equal sign to the beginning and then write your number sentences, your other addition and subtraction sentences? Okay, so I want you to have a go at number 1 and that's all you need to complete today. But if you would like to challenge yourself, then you can complete number 2 and number 3. So number 1 is the work you've got to complete and number 2 and 3 are the challenges. So it says, look at this picture, Complete a part-whole model and a fact family for the apples and bananas. Which of your number sentences show the number of apples, and can you write each number sentence a different way? So you need to write all the facts for the apples and the bananas. And then final question says some t-shirts have spots and some do not. Complete a fact family. So see if you can write all the different facts for the t-shirt. So you need to start off with question number 1, and that's all you have to do. And then if you want a challenge, question number 2 and question number 3. Okay, year 1, I hope you enjoyed the maths lesson today. It was quite a tricky one, but I know you will all work really, really hard and be fantastic at finding out all the different facts and all the different facts families. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow for another subtraction lesson, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your Monday. Bye.